I've been picking up on like I don't know, like for the past week or so, I've been picking up on like a crazed lady. Like I don't she looks somewhat, vicious and feral kind of. Kind of burnt out even. I was picking up more on like on some sort of mother figure. It doesn't have to be though, I don't know, but it's like they've been fighting something, I don't know if it's some sort of change or like a person or a change that they need to make within themselves. I also received a download about like, the angel number 1551, but in the process of looking at that, I was curious about like what 1551 PC meant, and like, I clicked on it and it said like something about a fugitive or somebody who's running away from the law or something. This is either somebody running away from their emotions or somebody who is but it could also be like I was picking up on spiritual law as well. I'm unsure if it's someone who is because I picked up on the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Cups, and the Magician in the reverse, which can signify like a love spell kind of thing. It can also this could also be like some sort of action towards love was it didn't work. Like this was supposed to be like a manipulative action. And I clarified this Ace of Cups to see if it was like, was the intent out of real love, and no, the Knight of Cups in reverse came out, which is like usually some sort of selfish action, but then the Page of Cups came out as well. So this could have been like a test of someone's naivety. I took a deeper look into like this fighting energy, and it just seems to be that, like, somebody is like angry, that the person who walked away won. And due to the Eight of Cups coming out. With the Six of Wands. This is a message that I've been receiving or gathering information on with Mother Kali. She's giving me insight on what it means to choosing your battles wisely, but not in a sense of like, well, it could also be like, you could get, hurt way more than you think you will, but it's also fighting for the wrong cause. Or advocating for the wrong thing. Or for the wrong person or whatever. It's someone seems to be at a loss for words when it comes to someone else's security within themselves, or when it comes to them fighting for their own cause, basically. She's Kali's saying, like, you can't help people who have already chosen to give up on themselves, who have already made the choice to settle. But when you're not willing to do that, it's who do you think you are? Like, do you think you're better than me or something? Like, and yeah, in this sense you might be, because they said it, not you. That's something that's going on with them. It could be even harder to fathom for people on the outside looking in, seeing you carry everything by yourself even when there are a lot of people against you. But that's still not stopping you, not is it only about just pushing past the pushing past the scenario, a specific traumatic event happening, but also getting rid of like the subconscious residue of it, I'd say. Because there was the Nine of Wands to the Moon card, which can talk about hidden struggle. You know, with people like us, you know, or you and I, we always rely on intuitive guidance or guidance from our higher self, God, spirit, whatever you want to call it, which has to do with the third eye and above, right? So it's a lot of activity going on in the mind. It's crazy how the mind works, where it can like 1414, but it's crazy how like the mind can keep you stuck, and you know, but me seeing Kali in my mind's eye with like her arms kind of like outstretched, like, you know, kind of telling me like, you know, the path is clear, there's nothing here, you know. I mean, like, we've danced, we've done this tango before, you know. I read the book of The Hate You Give once, or no, a couple times actually, but one of the things that Star's mom had said was like, you know, bravery doesn't mean doing something without feeling fear. It's feeling the fear and still doing it, you know. And there's also the sense of you do not have to tussle with somebody, either physical or spiritually. Strength can be you, like, you know, just simply like saying I'm over this situation, you know, I'm not going to put any of my cups into this, or, you know, there's no fulfillment here, there's no water here, you know, 8 of Cups energy, you know, I'm not gonna get anything from this, so I'm just gonna take my energy elsewhere and walk away from it. It's because they need other people to make them feel strong, or like hold the tower together, even though it's bound to fall anyway, you know. I used to be in that mind state of like, you know, thinking that I needed other people to like be someone, or like, you know, people who I felt were of value or of status in the moment, you know, but only for me to be proven wrong. And I had to reassess myself and my values in that moment. The overall message here is to learn to stand on your own with anything. It doesn't just have to be financially. It can be like me standing in my truth, for example, here. And even if somebody's telling you that you can't, and you're receiving intuitive guidance, not just something that the ego made up, or something that's made up by the ego. But then others around you are contradicting the fact that you shouldn't. Please take a look at who's around you, but also, you know, move forward in the best way that you can, you know. But yeah, my Instagram's down below. I'll catch you guys Thursday. All right. Okay. See you then. Bye.